Back to Lex Kane's DVDs. Today I'm reviewing Doctor Who, The Waters of Mars, and End of Time box set. This was like the last few hours of the Doctor's adventures, and these adventures were getting more darker and more into the Doctor's last lifespan as the 10th Doctor. Now, going to the box set work. Look at that, it's amazing, isn't it? And it's only just a week ago that End of Time Part 2 just finished and the DVDs have just come out. Look at that for artwork. Amazing, isn't it? And there's the Master there, Woody Master, as some people would call him, or Emo they call him. Right, Going to Waters of Mars is the DVDs out of the box set. That's the Waters of Mars. Famous pose of the Doctor when he fell on the explosion happened on Mars. There's the End of Time. Now going to the review of Waters of Mars. Basically, I reckon Waters of Mars was going back to the classic Tom Baker stroke John Pertwee years. It reminded me about if there's some classic Doctor Who fans watching here, of Inferno, where he said whatever you do, don't touch them. But in Waters of Mars it was don't drink the water. So that it reminded me a bit of Inferno, a bit. Basically myself, this was not for kids, this one. It should have been on a bit, when it was aired, it should have been on a bit later. It should have been an 8 o'clock show. But basically it was like watching a big budget movie, the way they've done it, the effects, the locations where they filmed the garden set that they used. If you watch Confidential, it was amazing how it looked space station type thing. And basically the story is the Doctor realises it just gets in straight away into the action of the story, which is really good. The first time that's ever been done in Doctor Who, in the current new Doctor Who, that's the first time an action story gets straight to the point. The Doctor realises he shouldn't be there, and he shouldn't be get involved and change the timeline. Lucy Duncan was a really good character. She played the head commanding officer of this worldwide team that were growing vegetables and stuff like that, and finding out the history of Mars. There's a little montage to the Ice Warriors as well. Cut the story short, I mean, if you haven't watched it, you best turn this off now. The Doctor nearly, at the end, won't give too much away if you haven't seen it. At the end, the Doctor was on the brink of becoming like the Master. He thought he could control things, and then because he changed the timeline, I won't give it all away, he realises he's done wrong, which is amazing. And this was like sort of part one really of the Doctor's demise, and then if you've seen it, you know what I mean, what happens next. He's trying to run away for a while from his situation because he doesn't want to go. Now this was like classic Doctor Who. It was like a serial. It was End of Time Part 1 was shown Christmas Day, and End of Time was shown Part 2 was shown on New Year's Day 2010. And basically they should have merged the two together because it was so amazing. It should have been like a big movie. It should have been shown on the big screen because it was such an amazing story. Basically Part 1, some people didn't like Part 1 on people when they reviewed it. basically part one is like an introduction, a prologue to what happens in the next part, which loads of things happen. Basically, the Master comes back to life, as we knew he would come back, and Timothy Dalton, who played the Lord President's Time Lord, he was really good as a goody, turned bad in his ways, which was really good. It was basically like Peter Davison's finale and Tom Baker's finale, the way they done it, you know. And basically, it was really good how they finished off all the loopholes and plot holes in the story and finished it for David Tennant. And the regeneration scene was really good because he didn't want to go, and he changed into Matt Smith, and basically it was a good story, and the Doctor knew he had to go and change into the next part of the story of Doctor Who, you know, becoming a brand new Time Lord, but he's the same Time Lord. As some people say, oh, he's not the same one from Doctor Who. He's the same man, different face, maybe sometimes different attitude, but the same guy. He wants to help people. And Matt Smith, he's a bit like Tom Baker. I think he's going to be the Tom Baker of 2010. And rumoured to be that he's contracted for 5 years. And if what I've seen so far, he's really good. He has got an older face. That's what they said. He has an older look to him, but he is a quite young actor. He's the youngest Doctor ever. The only second youngest Doctor at the time was Peter Davison. He was 29 when he took on the role. And the third youngest Doctor is David Tennant. So basically, this DVD, I give, you're getting the full Doctor Who Confidentials of Wars of Mars and End of Time Part 1 and 2. And I don't want to give everything away in case you haven't seen it, so I give this box set 10 out of 10. It is amazing, the artwork is amazing, and get yours today, because these could be one day worth a lot of money, because David Tennant's last episode. But he did say he's coming back for the 50th anniversary for the 11 Doctors. I don't know how they're going to do that, but they'll find a way with the marvels of technology. See you soon.